Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Mayor's Monday Message for March 11th, 2019. I'm here with my friend LaQuinn Thompson.
Yes, sir.
And we'll hear from him in a couple of minutes. Just wanted to catch you up on a few things over the weekend. Last week we had some great things happening here in the city. April Collier and her crew opened up the new Lexi Center at 7 East Market Street. So they're going to be doing amazing things for our kids there, and they have a new kind of space to be in. But you probably know April from Cornbread West and Cornbread North and all the stuff that she's been doing for years and years around the city. So congratulations, and I'm very excited to work with the new center and continue working with her kids. Second, we've had the swearing in of Chief Deerdorf, so we have a new fire chief, and he is amazing. And I wanted to thank his entire extended family for coming out and joining us here in York on Friday, and continued success. He's shown his mettle over a difficult year here in the past, and over the past year, and we're glad to have him on as our new fire chief. And of course, Chief Michaels, former Chief Michaels, came out and joined us on Friday. So thank you, everybody, for coming out. On a much sadder note, but on a very inspiring note as well, we had the services for former councilman, council president, activist, CA leader, Lee Smallwood, William Lee Smallwood. We all know Lee. So we had an amazing service. I want to thank the Smallwood family, thank Crispus Attucks, thank everybody involved in the program. It was really inspiring. You know, the message is basically, his daughter Daniela said it the best. I'm not going to quote her exactly, right? But if you got something to complain about, then you got something to do. You know, if you've got an issue, she was talking about when she was 12 years old, and they were going to sell the Goodridge house, and she came to her dad, and he said, well, what are you going to do about it? You know, you got a problem? She's like, I'm 12 years old. Well, so what are you going to do about it? And so that was inspiring, as well as just so many other things. So thanks to everybody involved, and it was wonderful to see my friend Janice Roselle, Lee's wife, come up from New Orleans. Next, I want to talk with LaQuinn. We've got a mission. We got a serious mission. We've got a problem. Uh-oh. And we've got the clock going off. It's alerting us. It's alerting us that we've got a problem.
Yes.
We're going to gently announce that we have an issue that we need your help with. It does sound like the beginning of some kind of commercial or something.
It does. That's awesome.
Welcome. Welcome to the Mayor's Morning Message. And let's talk today about what many of you knew in the past as the Lighthouse summer program. This program was passed on and taken over by LaQuinn Thompson and St. Matthew's Church out on West Market Street. And you've been doing that for now about 2 years,
2 years.
Right? So they've taken over. It's a huge success. 150 kids,
yes.
150 kids, and really our at-risk kids are going to this program, and we're out of funding. So this is the first time that I think I'm really coming out like this, but this is so important for our community. And Pastor Shively, who some of you may know as the pastor to our fire department, he's been doing the fire services every year, our anniversary series services there, but he's partnering with you, right?
Yeah, part of the church.
Yep. And so here's the deal. We need to figure out a way to fund this incredible program. And I brought LaQuinn on today because he has been going out to, you know, the doors that we always knock on, and this program isn't getting funded. So we got to figure out there's somebody out there, and it may be 10 somebodies, it may be 100 somebodies, it may be 1,000 somebodies that are going to help us keep going with this program, because and I'm not trying to eat up all the time, but you know I'm passionate about it too.
Yes,
and so I want you to tell folks everything. First of all, what do we need? We need 150 grand.
180.
180 grand. Now this is, and that may sound like a lot, but it's for how many weeks of a program?
There's 6 weeks of regular day camp, and then there's 1 week of overnight camp. So
Okay.
it's a good 7-week program.
So 7 weeks for $1,000 a kid, basically.
Basically, yeah.
It's when you look at it in a big chunk, maybe it sounds like a lot, but it's really not a lot for everything these kids get over a summer, when the alternative is that instead of being mentored and brought up by people that love them and care about them, they could be out on the streets being mentored by people that want to use them to sell drugs, to commit crimes. This is a difference in people's lives, and this is a huge difference in York City. Imagine, every generation has about 800 or 1,000 kids, and they're taking care of 150 of them. Anyhow, I'm sorry. This is your time, but I'm very concerned about this. And from my city side, there's not much I can do. I don't have the money to support the program, so I'm reaching out and asking for help here.
Yeah.
So.
We service 150 kids, and we still have a waiting list on top of that. So every year we are able to provide a program that is a high quality program, and it's very affordable for the people that live in either near poverty line or right below poverty line, or just a low income family. We see so many different stories and so many different testimonies coming from our camp about how much the camp really impacted their lives. There's generations that have been into the Lighthouse program, and it's basically the same layout, same template. We still have one same person that's in the program as Maggie. Everybody knows as Maggie. She's still a part of this team, and people have stories for generations about the program. So having the Lighthouse template at St. Matt's now, it means a lot. It's given us an opportunity to really service the kids that need this program and need some kind of guidance or some kind of outlet during the summertime. It's scaring me that if we don't have a program like this, we're going to have 150 kids not having a summer camp.
And yeah, there are some other summer camps and things, but there's nothing that is as affordable.
Exactly.
That we know of. I'm not trying to cut down on any of the other ones, but this camp hits our most at-risk kids. When we look at the city and you say what's causing the problems in the city, well, poverty's a huge issue. Poverty causes other kinds of stress in the home. Here we're taking the kids, giving them a safe place to be, and again, these are kids from either right around poverty level or below poverty level. And so tell us some of the things that you do with the camp.
So we're able to take the kids outside of New York City a little bit just to expand their knowledge of the world around them. So we're able to take them to the Whitaker Center in Harrisburg so they can see the science, technology part of life. We're able to take them to Port Discovery in Baltimore so they can see some other things outside of there. We're able to take them to swimming pools like Boiling Springs, Cadora State Park, something that's outside of the city because they're used to the city, and that's great. But like I said, we want to expand their mindset and let them know that there's a bigger world outside of York City, so they can want to do something more with their lives. At the end of camp, we're able to come together and celebrate them just coming to camp for Camp Appreciation Day. We did it for the last 2 years, and I think it's been the best part of camp. We're able to let them display their skills of talent. We had some baton, we had some dancing, some singing. It's just a time for us to come together and bring their families together and celebrate campers for being kids who they want to be, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Our last week of camp, we're able to go to Camp Andrews, and that's a little bit outside of Hopewell, Pennsylvania. And we're able to get them outside the city for a good week to get them to understand that whatever's going on at home, whatever's going on in the streets, doesn't have to follow you everywhere you go. It can stay where it's at, and you can become who you want to be in a very positive way. We're able to really sit down with them and really figure out what they want to do with their lives going forward and how we can help instill hope, instill positivity, and motivate them to become the person they want to actually be.
And there's so much, I didn't mean to interrupt, but one of the problems that we have in York is that people feel like the block that they live on is all there is to the world.
Exactly.
You know, and then they get defensive about it, and then they're like, why are you on my block? This is my space. And this is some of the territorial violence that we've seen in the past. And when you get people outside, then they start saying, oh, wait, you know, there's a lot more to the world. I remember being a little kid, and the first time my parents took me out of town, you know, going out to Philadelphia, going to Gettysburg, and then eventually getting a chance when I was 9 to go to Europe and go to all the museums and things, churches and stuff like that. I mean, that's what made me. You know, that's what expanded my mind beyond just growing up here, and everybody should have that opportunity. And particularly these kids. And I'm just going to make one last point, and that is that this isn't just about these kids. And none of the stuff that we're trying to do here in the city with social programs, with giving the kids innovative and inspiring things to do, none of that is about, I don't say none. It's all about all of us. Whatever you do for those kids, you're doing for yourself.
Exactly.
You're doing for York City. You're making sure that instead of kids that have serious social issues so that they're going to commit violence, they're going to make it so that people don't want to come to York. They're going, you know, that's what we're trying to do. We're taking these kids and we're giving them a chance at a successful life. And when they have a successful life, we have a better life. So how do we get in touch with you? We're gonna set up a GoFundMe page, but for our $100,000 donor out there, or $200,000 donor, even better, how do they get in touch with you directly?
So they can give me a call at St. Matthew Lutheran Church at 717-845-2721, or you can feel free to email me at lthompson, THOMPSON, at stmatt.org. So feel free to contact me on there, or follow me on Facebook. If you find me on Facebook, contact me. There's so many different ways. So,
okay, and then we're going to set up the GoFundMe page for everybody that went to Lighthouse and remembers and loves Lighthouse. You know, we don't have the building anymore, but we still got the love. And we've got a different building. And we still got the kids, and we still got that need. So anything that folks can do, we need this program. And this isn't a one-time thing. We're not like building something that we need $180,000. This is something we need commitments from people that have you know, benefited from the city of York and you know, grew up here. And we know a lot of people a lot of people think it's not what it used to be. There's a lot that we can do to make it what it used to be. You know, and when I say that, I mean more peaceful, more loving. I don't mean this York City of the 1950s. I mean the York City where we're all successful and we're all working together to provide our kids with opportunities and changing the trajectory of York. Anything else you wanted to share?
I just want to appreciate you for giving me this opportunity. This is awesome. The Lighthouse, the Matt's summer camp is, you know, we're still trying to thrive and trying to give the kids what they need and what they deserve. So I just appreciate you giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Everybody knows. Well, I don't know about everybody, but if you don't know, now you know. LeQuinn has been tearing it up and helping our kids for a long time. And I really appreciate the Beast being here in my office.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And so everybody, let's work together and make sure our kids get what they need. And we'll see you out in York City. Thanks. Have a great week.